Yo, what is good, YouTube? BNV here with another OU match here for you guys. This battle's with TheLastChary. His link will be in the description below. But really good battler. And let's go ahead and look at his team. Now, if you look at my team, I'm obviously using my defensive synergetic team, which I actually edited some of the sets on there. Like I replaced Ice Beam with Taunt on my Jellicent, and I also replaced HP Ice with HP Grass on my Heatran. Just knowing that my offensive core, which consists of Latias and Haxorus, doesn't really need the extra support with Heatran. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to my opponent's team. If you look at his team, you're kind of looking at a kind of really defensive synergetic. Like his defense is more threatening than his offense because mainly I do have special attackers on my team, and his Chansey is really going to be annoying. But other than that, I can just wall the rest of his team and just potentially just take him out. But I don't know, let's just see how it goes. But that Chansey is definitely going to be a big nuisance there. But anyways, my opponent's going to go ahead and lead off with the Infernape. I'm going to lead off my Rotomosh. I'm just going to go ahead and go for the Volt Switch just to kind of see how much his close combat will do. I also kind of expected him to overpredict over here, thinking that I'm a Scarf set, but I'm actually a Resto Chesto. And my Volt Switch almost takes him out, but not quite. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull out Haxorus, finish him off with an X-Scissors. Also knowing that this will also force him out to his Gyarados, which just gives me perfect initiative to switch out to my Jellicent here, because I can completely wall his Gyarados because I'm a physically defensive Jellicent, and most likely I'm going to get the burn before he can OHKO me or take me out. So right here I go for the Scald, hoping for a burn here, but actually he decides to pull out Chansey. I pull out Fortress just to see if I can get the Hazard Chip on him, but as you can see, he goes for the Toxic and doesn't affect me. So I'm going to go out to my Rotomosh, knowing that he most likely will switch out that turn. And he pulls out his Gengar here, which I was actually not expecting his Gengar to come out this turn. So I'm going to go for the rest as he goes for the Focus Blast, which actually ends up missing. Then right here, he's going to go for a Thunder. This is going to do about half. Then I can hit him with a Hydro Pump, almost take him out. But as you can see, he's going to hit me with an Energy Ball and Revenge kill me right there. So that's really unfortunate for me. But anyways, I'm gonna go out into my Fortress here. The better play should have been going out to Haxorus, but the thing is, I was kind of fearful that he might switch out to Skarmory, walling my Haxorus. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my Fortress, use Volt Switch. Focus Blast is about half damage, and this is where HP Grass would be beneficial to me because, as you can see, my team is pretty much walled by this Gastrodon. There's really not much I can do. So I'm gonna go ahead and set up my Stealth Rocks, and I'm gonna go ahead and switch out to my Fortress just to get up some spikes. He goes for the Earthquake, doesn't do anything at all, despite him a specially defensive Fortress. But right here he goes for another Earthquake, gets that critical hit, which I'm really bummed out about. So right here I'm going to go ahead and send out my Jellicent just to kind of, fire off some Toxics here. As you can see, he fires off his own Toxic, and I know that for a fact that he's going to win the Stalk Warrior, so I'm going to go ahead and decide to switch out here into my Latias, kind of predicting some sort of attacking move or some switch out, but he actually goes for another Toxic, expecting me to switch out, which is a really good play on his part. So then here I'm going to go into my Heatran, just kind of predicting the Ice Beam here, and also to continuously Toxic Exalt him, because I also want to get Jellicent in here, and I want to get him getting more damage on Toxic than I am getting. So right here I decided to go back into my Jellicent. He goes for the Earthquake. As you can see, I am physically defensive, so it's not going to do anything whatsoever. And right here I'm going to go ahead and go for the Recover, because most likely he is going to end up switching out, because well, he's using more HP than I am. We both have Recover, so I know that I'll win the war for sure. But anyways, as you can see, he pulls out his Chansey, which is actually walls almost my whole team except for my Haxorus, which he has Skarmory for, and that's all I really need to see is Skarmory and Chansey in the same team, because both those pokes can just wall my whole team right there. So right here I'm gonna go out to the Haxorus, just kind of trying to see if I can just take him out here. And so I'm gonna go ahead and go for that superpower, and just in the hopes that I might take him out, because I am an adamant nature. I'm adamant Scarfed. And let's see if I take him out. But no, I don't take him out. I do probably about 70% to his health, but other than that, he just takes the hit really well. So right here he's going to go into a Super Scarm, which I was kind of predicting to come in, but the thing is, I decided just to stay in and go for the safe superpower, just in case he might want to, soft boil or predicting me and such. But right here I'm going to go ahead and switch on to my Heatran here, knowing that there's not much this Skarmory can do, and the only thing it'll probably do is a Whirlwind, which is fine by me actually. So right here he rolls me onto my Jellicent here, fine by me, because I'm just going to go ahead and use the Scald right here real quick. And he told me he went for the Roost just because, well, he was afraid that I might get a Scald crit and burn, and that will take out his Skarmory, but as you can see, that Scald didn't do crap, and it looks like the Skarmory is actually well, actually I can't tell if it's specially or physically defensive, because Jellicent doesn't have, any special attack investments. But anyways, right here he's going to go ahead and, I'm going to go ahead and decide to switch on to my Heatran here, just to kind of hope that he might set up the, the hazards and all, but he goes for another Roost here, fine by me, because, I guess he's just trying to continuously stall me. So right here he's going to be threatened down by the Fire Blast, and thanks to the South Rocks I set up earlier, I'm going to go ahead and hit the Gyarados with the Fire Blast, and actually it's going to be a 2-shot from right there. Right here he goes for the Dragon Dance, kind of predicting me to switch out, but I'm going to go ahead and stay and use Fire Blast, predicting that off of him, and I take him out. So right here, he's going to pull out his Chansey, which I was kind of hoping my Fire Blast would take out, but this is where, like, you know, Layer of Spikes from Fortress would have come in handy, and that crit on Gastrodon really did matter, because if I had gotten up a Layer of Spikes, I actually would have taken out this Chansey, and, you know, avoided this whole ugly mess. So right here I'm going to go for the Earth Power, and he goes for more Soft Boils, and I'm just like, no, you know, my hopes and dreams just died right there. I was just, like, literally face palming and, like, banging my head against the wall. But right here I'm going to go on to my Jellicent, just kind of knowing that there's not much this Chansey can do, other than, you know, Soft Boil, but the thing is he's already at full health, so that's the only thing he can really go for. So right here, this next turn I'm going to go ahead and decide and recover, just because there's really not much, you know, I can do to him, so it's kind of like a mutual walling, I guess. And he goes on to his Gastrodon, fine by me, because I just go for the recover. And right here I'm kind of debating what to do, because I know that this Gastrodon is going to most likely use recover this next turn, so I decided just to stay in and go for the Ice Beam continuously, just to see if I can go ahead and wither him down even more than he's going to wither me down, so in the end he can just, you know, die first to the Toxic instead of me. But after a while of really thinking about it, I was like, that's going to seem pretty useless, because he does have the Earthquake, and he will be doing more to me than I'm doing more to him. So, you know, it's just like, this is really going nowhere for me. So this is where I decided to switch. Actually, this is where I decided to sack my Jellicent. And partly because I don't have any, I'm going to go ahead and decide to go for the, actually, yeah, like I said, I'm going to decide to sack my Jellicent, because there's really not much more purpose to my Jellicent other than just, you know, trying to stall. But the thing is, he's just going to keep on recovering off the damage, so it's like, it's really no point for having Jellicent around. So then right here I'm going to my Haxorus, and then I'm just going to go ahead and, you know, bluff the Superpower again, because I know he'd be threatened by that, or the Outrage. And I go onto my Latias, he pulls out the Gastrodon. I was actually hoping for the Skarmory to come out, so I can hit it with an HP Fire, or set up some Calm Minds in front of it. So right here I go for my first Calm Mind. As you can see, this Ice Beam is not going to do anything whatsoever. That is because I do have max HP and max speed on my Latias here. So this next turn, I go for the Dragon Pulse. I actually know it's not going to take out, but I just want to see how much, you know, how close I can come to taking it out. As you can see, it doesn't do, you know, as much as I thought it would. Actually, it did a little bit more, because I've been through this matchup before, and Gastrodon does not take crap from these Dragon Pulses. So right here, I go for the Calm Mind, just accepting the fact that he's going to go for the Toxic this turn, and I was like, alright, my team's going to just be stalled eventually. So then right here, I'm going to go ahead and decide to go for, you know, for another Dragon Pulse, because I know there's not much. Actually, do I go for, yeah, I go for the Dragon Pulse right here. Sorry about that, guys. I go for the Dragon Pulse, and this next turn I'm going to go ahead and decide to switch out to my Haxorus, because I really have nothing more going for me than just to, you know, switch out here. I mean Haxorus, Heatran. Sorry about that, guys. So then I'm going to go ahead and pull out Heatran. I'm going to go ahead and decide to go for the Fire Blast a few times, because just in the hopes I might get a crit or a burn or whatever. I actually accepted defeat when I saw this Chansey, and I was like, crap, this Chansey's just going to wall me into oblivion. Like, you have no clue how much this Chansey will wall me. So right here, so he's going to keep on going for the seismic. He's going to keep going for the Soft Boil and then Seismic Toss, which is fine by me, because you know, there's really not much I can do to this Chansey. And now that I sack Jellicent, I really can't be, you know, nothing can stop this Chansey at all. So then right here, pull out Haxorus, just in the hope that he might stay in and just, you know, try to take these superpowers. But he actually goes on to his Gastrodon, sacks that, which is actually the best play on his part, because had he, like, you know, pulled out Skarmory or something, you know, that superpower would have been, if I had gone for this superpower, it'd be doing way too much. So then right here, I go for the Outrage on the Skarmory, because I have no other choice. He goes for the Roost, and I'm just like, crap, you know, because he's actually, well, yeah, since he's a Skarmory, he's actually going to take those, or just like an absolute champ. Look at that. It's probably doing like maybe like a good 60 damage at the most. It's probably 60 damage. Then he hits me with a Brave Bird, and as you can see, that doesn't do crap to my Haxorus. And as you saw from last battle, I'm actually underestimating the bulk of Haxorus, because I thought he'd die to the Brave Bird. But no, I underestimated the bulk of Haxorus. So here I'm going to pull out my Latias, since it's my last guy, and I'm just going to go ahead and attempt to, like, I guess, clean up his team with my Latias, which I know is practically impossible because he still has a Chansey alive. So right here, this next turn, I'm just going to go ahead and fire off the HP Fire, because I honestly went for the Calm Mind first, thinking that he might switch out to Chansey, but he actually decides to stay in with his Skarm, which is, you know, okay play. And then right here, you know, it's just one-on-one, and I'm gonna go ahead and use Dragon Pulse and just hope for 2 crits. But then I realized if I get 2 crits in a row, that's gonna be retarded on my side, because, well, that's just gonna be retarded all in all. So right here, I'm gonna go ahead and hit him with the last Dragon Pulse, and he's gonna go for the game-winning Seismic Toss, and that's gonna be the game. Hope you guys liked it. Comment, rate, and subscribe, and just look at my channel and look at my future uploads, I guess. So I'll see you guys around then.